The horizontal distance between two towers is 140 meters. The angle of elevation of the top of the first tower when seen from the top of the second tower is 30 degrees. If the height of the second tower is 60 meters, find the height of the first tower. So if you see, there are two towers, okay, they are at a distance of 140 meters apart. Now the question is, which one is the taller tower? Now, which the taller tower means, if you see, it is given here the angle of elevation of the top of the first tower. That means the first tower is the higher tower. That means when I'm drawing the figure, I will have this as the taller tower and this as the shorter tower, and this will be my ground level, right? Okay. Let us call the taller tower as AE, and let us call the shorter tower as CD. Okay. So this is the first tower. This is the second tower. Okay. Now these two towers are 140 meters apart. So it is this distance between the two towers is 140 meters. So this is given. Also, what is given, if you read the second sentence, it is given the angle of elevation of the first tower when seen from the second tower. So top of the second tower is this. So an observer is standing here, let's say, okay, at the top of the second tower, okay, and he's observing the top of the first tower, which is at A. So this is the line of sight from C to A, right? And the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So what is the angle of elevation? The angle of elevation is nothing but the angle made by the line of sight with the horizontal. So which one is the horizontal? This one is the horizontal, right? So the angle made with the horizontal by the line of sight is 30 degrees. That is the angle of elevation is 30 degrees, right? Now if you see, the third sentence says if the height of the second tower is 60 meters. So this tower, the height is 60 meters, right? Question is, find the height of the first tower. You need to find out this distance. This is something that you need to find out, right? So how do we proceed to find out? Now see here, first of all, we observe that CD, and if I call this point as B, then CD and B, if this is 60 meters, this must also be 60 meters, right? So CD must be equal to B, must be equal to 60 meters, right? What else can we say? If this distance is 140 meters, then this distance will also be 140 meters, right? So we write CB is equal to DE is equal to 140 meters. Okay, so these two we have got. Now I look at this right angle triangle, ABC. What do we know in this triangle? In this triangle, if you use tan 30 is equal to, you have AB by CB, right? You know the length of CB. You can find out the length of AB. So let's proceed to find out the length of AB. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to AB by CB is 140. So that means if you cross multiply now, you get AB root 3 is equal to 140, right? So you get AB is equal to, you divide both sides by root 3. So you get AB is equal to 140 by root 3, right? Now you need to rationalize the denominator here. So 140, you multiply the numerator and denominator by root 3. So you get 140 root 3 by 3 meters. This is the length of AB. Now the question is, find the height of the first tower. So if this length we have found out as 140 root 3 by 3, then what should be the length of the tower E? It should be this length, 140 root 3 by 3 plus 60 meters, right? Hence height of the first tower. AE must be equal to the sum of AB and BE, right? AB we have found above as 140 root 3 by 3 plus BE, we know the length as 60 meters. So we add these two and we can get the height of the first tower. Now the question is, they have not specified whether you should find the height till 2 decimal places or to the nearest whole number. But suppose if they do, then how will you find out the height till 2 decimal places, or let's say till the nearest whole number? You convert this 140, you convert this root 3 into your decimals, 1.732 divided by 3, and you have plus 60, right? Now you can write 140 as 14 into 10 into 1.732. This is the numerator we can write. Divide by 3 plus 60, right? Now you see you can group these two together, right? And write this as 14 into 17.32 divided by 3 plus 60. Now if you multiply 14 into 17.32, you will get 242.48 divided by 3 plus 60, right? Now 242.38 you convert to decimals, you get 80.827 plus 60. And now therefore if you add, you get 140.827. This is still 3 places of decimal we have got, but if you want to write this till 2 places of decimal, this should be 140.83, right? Correct to 2 decimal places. And if they ask you correct to the nearest whole number, then how will you convert this to a whole number? If you see 140.827 is greater than 140.5, right? That means you can write this as 141 meters. Correct to the nearest whole number. Okay, now see, they are in the question, they have not specified these two. So you can leave your answer here. Okay, and even if you leave your answer here, if nothing is given, you might still get full marks, right? So that finishes this question. Now let us see the next question here. The question is, as observed from the top of a 80-meter tall lighthouse, the angles of depression of two ships on the same side of the lighthouse in a horizontal line with its base are 30 degree and 40 degree. Find the distance between the two ships. Give your answer correct to the nearest meter. Okay. So you have a lighthouse here. You have a lighthouse, right? And this is your sea level, right? And as observed from the top of a 80-meter lighthouse, that means if I call this lighthouse as AB, then the length of AB is 80 meters. That is, the height of this lighthouse is 80 meters. Okay. The angles of depression of two ships on the same side of the lighthouse. So what are the sides that you have? You have side one, this side, and you have side two. They are saying same side, right? Same side means either this side or you can have this side also. Let us consider side one. Suppose the ships are on the side one. Let's say one ship is, say here, call it D, and let's say another ship is here, let's call it C. So at C and D you have two ships. Okay. And the angles of depression of these two ships on the same side of the lighthouse are 30 degree and 40 degree. So what you do is, if the angle of depression is given, that means The observer is standing at a higher position, and these two are your objects. Right? Now we draw the line of sight. This is the line of sight of the observer from
Morning,
A
sir.
to D. Morning. And this is another line of sight from A to C. Okay. And because the angle of depression is given, if these are the lines of sight, then which one is the horizontal? This one is your horizontal. Right? Let me draw it a little. This is your horizontal. Right? The angles of depression are given to be 40 degree and 30 degree. So this angle here is 40 degree, the larger angle, and the smaller angle here is 30 degree. These two are the angles of depression. Okay. Now, if this angle is 40 degree, this angle must also be 40 degree. This angle must also, this must be 30 degree because they are alternate angles. And this is your 90 degree angle. So this completes the figure, right? Now the question is, find the distance between the ships correct to the nearest meter. What is the distance between the ships? This one. CD is the distance between the ships that you have to find out. Okay. So this is this type of problem we have already done earlier. So let's just see how to complete this problem here. Uh, First, consider the triangle ABD. We use tan 40 degree is equal to AB by DB, right? Tan 40, you look up the tables. Tan 40, this is your natural tangents table. Tan 40, the value here is 0.8391. So let's put the value here, 0.8391 is equal to AB is 80, and we can find out the length DB. So the length, if you cross multiply, you get 0.8391 into DB is equal to 80. That means DB is 80 divided by 0.8391. Now, in order to find out this fraction, you shift 4 places of decimal in the numerator. That is, you shift 4 places here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you add 4 zeros in the numerator to get 83 divided by 8391. Right? Now there's no other way out but to directly divide, and this division I have shown you here in the rough work. Okay, you can divide these two and get your length of DB to be 95.34 meters. Okay, this is the length of DB. Next, we consider the right angle triangle ABC, right? In triangle ABC. The angle here is 30 degrees, so we use tan 30 is equal to AB by BC, right? And tan 30 is the standard angle. So tan 30, we don't need to look up the tables. It is 1 by root 3 is equal to AB here is 80, and we can find out BC from it. So we have BC is equal to 80 root 3. Okay. We convert this to decimals. So BC is equal to, put the value of root 3 as 1.732. And in order to calculate this, you break up 80 as 8 into 10 into 1.732. So now you can multiply these two together to get 8 into 17.32. Okay. So you get 138.56 on multiplication meters. So you have got the length of BC here, right? And you have got the length of BD here. So what is the length of CD? It should be BC minus BD, right? Hence, distance between the two ships CD is equal to BC minus BD. Okay, BC we have found out as 138.56 and BD we have found as 95.34. You subtract the two, you will get 43.22 meters. This is the distance between the two ships, right? That finishes this problem also. Unless you have any question, we can move to the next question. Now the next question is, okay, an aeroplane. This is an interesting question. An aeroplane at an altitude of 250 meters observes the angle of depression of two boats on the opposite banks of a river to be 45 degree and 30 degree. What do you mean by opposite banks? So the boats, actually the two boats, are separated by the river, right? One is on one boat is on one side, the other is on the other side, right? That is what you mean by opposite banks. The two boats are on the opposite banks of the river. Find the width of the river. Write the answer correct to the nearest whole number. Now, what does this question mean? Now, see, first of all, you need to understand that let's say you have an aeroplane here. You're sitting on this aeroplane. Yeah. Okay. So you are the observer. Okay. And let's say if this is your ground level. Okay. Then your height here from the ground level is given to be 250 meters. So this is the aeroplane. And you are sitting on this aeroplane. And what happens is that you are observing, let's say there is a river here. This is the width of the river, CD, right? And from A, you are observing the river whose width is this CD. And at C, you have two boats. At C and D, you have two boats. At C, you have boat one. And in between here, you have, this is your water, river water. And on the other bank, you have, this is boat one. And the other, on the other bank, you have boat two, right? This is one possibility, right? Where you are here, you're not exactly above the river, but you are observing from, suppose you have crossed the river, or you are, let's say, about to cross the river, right? So when the observer is about to cross the river, right? When the observer is about to cross the river or has already crossed the river. This is one possibility, right? And what is given here, that the angle of depression of these two boats at C and D are 45 degree and 60 degree. So this is your line of sight. From A, you are observing this D, and from A, you are observing this C, right? And the angle of depression is given. So if this is your horizontal, then the angle made by your line of sight with the horizontal are given to be, this is the greater angle, so 60 degree, and this is the smaller angle, which is 45 degree, right? So this is 60 degree, and this is your 45 degree. This is how the figure will look like if when the observer in the plane is about to cross the river or has already crossed the river. This is how the figure will look like. Now the question is, what is the width of the river? That is, what is this river? What is the width of this river, right? Now, so once you have drawn the figure, everything should be clear. We have done this kind of a problem. So in heights and distances, mainly if figure is not given, drawing the right figure is a big challenge. Okay, understanding the problem and drawing the right figure is a big challenge. Okay, so let's see how to find out in this case. We will solve anyway. Okay, so we have, first of all, we'll call this point as B, and we'll call in triangle A, B, D, and 60 is equal to AB, by dB. Tan 60 is root 3. AB is 250. And we can find out dB from here, right? So that means cross multiply, you get dB root 3 is equal to 250. That means you get dB is equal to 250 by root 3. So you get 250 root 3, rationalize the denominator, root 3 into root 3. So you get 250 root 3 by 3 meters, right? So we have got this length, dB. We have got, right? Now we use the triangle ABC. We use tan 45 is equal to AB by BC. Tan 45 is 1, AB is 250 divided by BC. That means BC is 250 meters, right? So you've got this length also. So what should be the width of the river? Width of the river is CD, which is equal to DB minus, sorry, this is BC minus BD, or BC minus DB, BC minus BD, right? Which is equal to, now they are asking correct to the, find your answer correct to the nearest whole number. So we'll have to simplify this a little. So BC we have found out as 250, and BD we found out as 250 root 3 by 3. So we just need to convert this to decimals. If you take 250 common, you get 1 minus root 3 by 3, right? Which is equal to, now 250, you put the value of root 3 as 1.732. Now you divide 1.732 divided by 3 will give you 0.577. Okay. So this is 1 minus 0.577 will give you 0.423. And if you multiply this, how will you multiply? 25 into 10 into 0.423. So now you can multiply these two together first to get 25 into 4.23. Now 25 into 4.23 will give you 105.75 meters. But they are asking you correct to the nearest whole number. So because this is greater than 105.5, right? This is greater than 105.5. So you can convert, if you want to convert this to the nearest meter, this will be equal to 106 meters. Correct to the nearest whole number. Okay. So that is, this is a case where the observer had already crossed the river or is just about to cross the river. Okay. Now we can have another case where if this is your aeroplane, let's say at A, observer, and let's say this is your ground level, right? And the height of this observer from the ground level is given to you as 250 meters. This will remain the same. But this time what happens is the observer, let's say, is directly above the river. Okay. So let's say you have CD as your river this time here. This is the width of the river. And the observer is directly above the river. This is the width of the river. Okay, in this case, what will happen? Okay, in this case, Now, if you see the angle of depression of this, this is, you have your boat one here, on boats are on the opposite banks, and you have the second boat here, right? And the line of sight of the observer with respect to the first boat is this, and the line of sight of the observer with respect to the second boat is this, right? And the horizontal is this, right? Now the angles of depression are given. Okay, so the angle of depression of the first boat is given to be 60°, and with respect to the second boat, it is given to be 45°, right? So that means if this angle is 60°, this must be 60°, and this must be 45°. So this is the diagram for the case where the observer is directly above the river. Case 2 is when the observer is directly above the river. Okay, in this case, how do you find out the width of the river? Now, this again, this kind of a diagram you have done. This is, I think, type 2 diagram, which we have discussed earlier. So let's call this point B, and let's now proceed to find out. Consider this right angle triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we have tan 60° is equal to AB by BC. Tan 60 is √3. AB is given to you as 250. BC you have to find out. They cross multiply, you get BC √3 is equal to 250. That means you get BC is equal to 250 by √3. Rationalize the denominator, multiply the numerator and denominator by √3. So you get 250 √3 by 3 meters. Okay. So we have got the length of BC. That means this length we have found out. Now consider this right angle triangle ABD. Tan 45 is equal to AB by BD. Tan 45 is 1, AB is 250, and we can find out BD. That means BD you get as 250 meters, right? So you have found out this length also, BD. So what should be the width of the river? It should be the addition of CB and BD. Hence, width of the river is equal to CB plus BD. Put the values. CB we have found out as 250 √3 by 3, and BD is 250. And because you need to find out till the nearest whole number, you just convert this to decimal. Simplify this. First of all, take 250 common. So you get √3 by 3 plus 1. So you get 250 into √3 is 1.732 divided by 3 plus 1. So you get 250 into 1.732 is 0.577 plus 1. So you get 250 into 1.577, right? Now how to simplify this? Write this as 25 into 10 into 1.577. So you get 25 into 15.77. And 25 into 15.77 you multiply to get 394.25 meters, right? Now if you want to write this correct to the nearest whole number, this is obviously less than 394.5, right? I have written this as 395, it should be 394. Okay, so you have 394 meters correct to the nearest whole number. Okay. So that finishes this problem also. So I'll stop here.